We are joined again by Kate Sánchez from But Why Tho, as we are every Thursday. Somebody from the But Why Tho podcast.com community joins us, and we were supposed to have Carolyn on today, had a doctor's appointment, so Kate has been kind enough to jump in once again and talk to us about things going on in the But Why Tho world. You can get the latest episode of the flagship podcast out yesterday. It was about Ocean's 11. Good morning to you, Kate. It's good to see you. We are talking about Biggest Fears Day. It's Nothing to Fear Day, which has to do with things that you fear the most or overcoming your biggest fears. Do you have a big fear?
That's a hard one. Actually, as much as we fly when, the world wasn't the world, we fly a lot for conventions, but there's not a single time that we fly that I'm not just absolutely terrified. Because I'm in a metal box in the sky, and that's not supposed to be there.
It is fascinating to me that anything can fly. So I'm with you. I'm not afraid of flying, but I understand what you're saying. It's like, how does this work? It's not supposed to work.
Every time I get on a plane, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the 4th time I've flown this year. This is great. I'm going to be fine. And then we take off, and then I'm like, oh no. And the worst is when I wake up from my nap on the plane, and I'm just like, this isn't, nope, body doesn't know where it is. What's going on?
Let me tell you, when I didn't fly until I was 24 for the first time, and I was flying from Philadelphia to Portland, Oregon, and I got on the plane, and there was this little kid, maybe 6, who sat up before he took off, stands up in his seat, turns around, looks at me, and goes, "We're all gonna die." So I don't do planes anymore. I mean, nope.
There's always a triggering moment, isn't there?
Yep.
Oh, God. My very last flight that I took, I was just not feeling great. I took a nap. I woke up and I thought I smelled smoke, and I was just panicking the entire time. And the guy next to me was, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you here? Why are you freaking out?" And he called the lady, and I was like, "I smell smoke." Because I didn't want to freak everybody else out. And she was just like, "I'm gonna get you some wine, dear. It's fine."
Nice.
Also, Mike's story explains, number 1, why he's scared of flying, and number 2, why he's scared of 6-year-olds. It all makes sense.
True.
Only
I would
6-year-olds,
be too. That's terrifying, though.
So it's a long shot. I doubt you even know about it, let alone have a strong opinion about it. But I have to ask, just in case, thoughts on this BTS meal?
They're my life. No, I am a very big BTS fan. I am ARMY, which is the name of the BTS fandom. It's what we call ourselves. It's how we kind of organize ourselves as a group. We got a shout out in the last song, Butter. No, they're out with a new single, and they also did a McDonald's meal, and I may have got 2 yesterday for dinner. Despite the US only having pretty bags and sauces, everybody else has different things. But I blame Rick and Morty because everybody else is getting photo cards, and we are not. Thanks, Rick and Morty.
We can't be trusted.
Thanks.
How was the meal? Was it delicious?
The sauces were good. It was just normal chicken nuggets. My husband just was like, "Yeah, you can go get McDonald's again, but that stuff's nasty." I was like, "I don't care. I want the sauces." The sauces are genuinely really good. So
Nice.
if you're going to McDonald's, get the Cajun and sweet chili sauce. They're actually delicious.
Fun fact, they actually sprinkled the McNuggets during the BTS Meals time period, the limited time, with essence of BTS. So, you are consuming that, if that makes you feel any better.
Are you talking about sweat?
I said essence. You can interpret that however you want to, Mike.
Okay, that's fine.
I did grow up Catholic, so that tracks.
Fair enough. Oh man. So you guys, you've had several let me try again. You've had several reviews lately. It's a hard word apparently. Something about you've reviewed Sweet Tooth, Cruella, and Eden. What's something that you think we should know about specifically, whether it be what movie looks really fantastic that we need to see, or what about it has really struck you?
Eden is hitting, I think it's out today on Netflix. It's a new Netflix anime. It's 4 episodes, really tiny. But it's so wholesome. Like if you even if you don't like anime, like if you're just feeling down and you just want to watch like a really hopeful series, throw Eden on. It's really beautiful. It's about the last human on Earth being raised by robots and like learning about other humans and then learning that like you can be hopeful in bad times. Like it was just I don't know. I didn't know how to explain it. Then like if you're just having a bad day because the world, popping on Eden is something that's kind of like really healing to do. Um, and then Sweet Tooth, I forget when that comes out. That comes out real soon, but that is an adaptation of the Jeff Lemire comic of the same name from DC's now dead Vertigo. Rest in peace, Vertigo. You were great. They shouldn't have canceled you. Um, but that's coming to Netflix. It's probably the best comic book adaptation that Netflix has. And
Awesome.
Netflix has a lot. But it's that one is also heartfelt and just really, really good. I don't like child actors, not because somebody told me on a plane I was gonna die, but just because they're usually annoying. And this little kid isn't. He's a really good actor. So I really recommend that. And Cruella, don't pay $30 for it, y'all.
Good to know.
Don't.
We love it.
Glad to know that.
And your Twitter feed, like I've said, lots is a must follow. And I did actually read about some thoughts you had on Twitter about Cruella. You can do that as well. We have Kate's Twitter link right here in the chat. Kate, thank you so much for taking the time. As I mentioned, we're excited to have Carolyn on next week, but you pinch hitting today is always appreciated, and we will see you probably sooner than later on Gaming Morning Show.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. That's Kate Sánchez.
Stream butter.